I don't think they're dreamlike. I think they're super real. They're here. I have a lot of dreamings. I don't know if someone feels it is a dreamlike, maybe, but for me, it's a real thing. I'm born in Georgia. I never decided, I think, to become an artist. I just know that I was making a lot of drawings, a lot of time in the school too. Kind of to understand what they were talking about, I have to make small drawings, and so the visualization of the stuff helped me to memorize things. What I know is that I am a lot in my head thinking about stuff and kind of have some kind of particular feeling to the time and the past and now and then. Yeah, it's difficult. I don't only work with memories. I think memories are part of it, and there is different kind of memories. Some are more emotional, some are just visual, and some take more space and some less. But I feel like there is things that I want to involve in my work because it gives something, and then they are kind of overlapping each other, which becomes more timeless. It's not like that memories in the past. It's exactly now and here. It's uh, it's part of my process. Was in sculpture and the painting, both. There is this a young person who is with his both legs on the table, I think, and eyes are painted on the face. Has a white shirt that looks a little bit like a school kid. It actually has something to do with the room, with the space, time, or specific place where someone else has no approach, and it does his kind of his space was kind of part maybe from my like childhood story. Like there was almost this age where I had to leave the city where I grew up. In that age too, like I don't know, what was it, 13. I have a lot of fantasies about it or memories, how I build them up and follow, and it becomes almost yeah, science fiction because um, I know I could, if it's possible, one day go there, but the time and the space together, they're kind of, if someone cuts it out from the movie and then takes away. And then to mix that and that kind of yeah, memory in today's time becomes this kind of new abstract idea about the time and space and the emotion and the image and all that things that I create, and I feel like comfortable in it. I had a lot of dreams when I left the country, the city where I'm from, for a while. That like somehow I stuck in there, and then I have to try to come out without the other ones noticing it. So, and then sometimes I took a road by the sea, sometimes mountains, sometimes through the houses, and then try to remember which street goes where. And then I had that once a week at least when I was younger, and then and one point it disappeared. And then I was curious to see how my memory about the city is still there. So I started to thinking, okay, when I went to the school, where did I went through, da da da, because there was no Google Map at that time. And then most of it comes from the memory and talking to other people. And then I tried to reconstruct the buildings, and where I didn't remember the other side or part, I just kept it blank. But the facade, which I really knew, I try to remake it how I remember or how it was as precise as possible, and I noticed that there is like these gaps in between in streets and buildings where I try to navigate, and some of them come back, these gaps, if you really try hard, and some of them disappear. And it was this kind of a personal for me interesting experience to try and rebuild this, I don't know, 15 or something different architectural buildings from that city. This is myself, which is photographed in Sukhumi, where I'm from. It is a normal photo with other people standing in front of, I don't know what it was there, maybe like trees or seaside or something. Like there was photographers in the streets or some nice spots where you could take a photo. So I just cut it out, this motif from it myself, and and covered it the background, in this case in this kind of purple pinkish color, and yeah, there's some details. It has still some hand here on the shoulder from someone else, which is dark. And I like the t-shirt, says Hugo Boss. And I think that guy stands pretty proudly there alone too. I did a lot of collages in the past. So putting different things from different times or contexts together in the new mix. I think it helped me to put a little bit my feelings about whatever was happening around in that time, fast and intensive afterwards somehow. And but then exactly, and then now it somehow grew in something else through that. It has some kind of a part in my reality, this title. Kind of a big part actually. Like super directly, we experienced the war in the 90s and in my young ages. Before that, my father was killed because he was this kind of a political activist in Georgia who was fighting for independence and freedom from Soviet times there, and so it was a lot of kind of a different level of wars going on. I do think that this before and after is too mixed for me. I cannot keep it clear. I have before sometimes much stronger today than after, or even maybe sometimes it is overlaps the after, or other way around. I think that this burning palm, if you had a feeling before and after, takes both together and burns it down maybe. Violence, how I said, there was a part of my life too. So, and it is not that I will, it's not that I'm cultivating in my works, but if it's a necessity there and I feel like that has to bring it at the edge, that kind of thing, I will do it. But I do the same thing if there has to be something with the beauty. It's not that this, which is in the moment for me almost more important when I work, because there's so much craziness happening too. So, but yeah, we just burned the palm down and then so filmed it. I do have something with that too, maybe, which when I was 13, maybe 12, maybe even less. 10, I have to ask my mom. I was playing with matches in my garden. We had a huge palm tree. On this palm tree had this kind of a thing, like a hair going up to, and then took a fire, and it went so fast. This huge, it went super fast up, and then started burning there. And then to look at that, that was like an insane image for me. It was like a almost like a cutting out the reality or something. I was so shocked I couldn't move, and then all the neighbors come with like water and and somehow the like the how you say they like put the fire down. But I had a big experience with burning a palm, so maybe that was not direct thing to that film, but I had that in reality too. This is kind of a process to make a flower for me. It's that you can really, I don't know, it's a good work between yourself and the motif that that can have a long. It has some kind of a. You can some kind of have a austausch, how you say, like exchange, which is personal and based on some kind of a feelings that I wanted to translate. And then the other green one is more this kind of architectural building, which I got a photo two sent from Georgia from someone who went now in this territory which is occupied, and that took a photo of my house door. The gate was a metal green gate, it still is, and then you could see through normal where the like road was going inside, and now it's all green because there no for 30 years no one went inside, so it is all green. So this green gate under green trees and whatever grew there, and it was kind of a special image, and that what inspired me to do that one. I somehow try to bring things to the visual end, and that process goes through this in-between spaces, I guess, and I don't know how to say more, or I don't want to complicate it. I'm not romanticizing, it's things which are bad or brutal, but at least in the artistic process you can make something through this vulnerable approach. Things grow in some kind of a beauty in it, which I enjoy now doing it. Yeah.